is scheduled for 1 fall!
We are back, VPW, from the Ashes. Our first match, Andy vs. Kira. After 2 long years, VPW returns with a live crowd. Vietnam's been anxiously awaiting for their return, and the first wrestler of tonight's card is Andy. Andy, former VPW Tag Team Champion, is wanting to start his 2022 on a fresh note. He's wanting to prove to everyone in the back that he is no longer a tag team competitor. He is a singles wrestler, and he is here to make a statement, as is every single wrestler on tonight's card. It has been 2 years since VPW has had a live crowd, and you can hear in their ovation of the first wrestler tonight that they are excited to have VPW back in their life. Andy's going to share a few words with the crowd.
Welcome to VPW. Let me introduce myself, in case you don't remember me. My name is Andy, and I am a former VPW Tag Team Champion. If you still don't remember me after this match, I'm going to make sure you will.
Sending a clear message that you will remember his name, and that you tonight is not the fans in the crowd. It is his opponent, a VPW icon. His name is Kira. Kira has had the opportunity to wrestle on every single VPW show, but the one thing eluding young Kira is the big one, the big win. Can he overcome the challenge that is Andy tonight? Will the nerves get the best of him? He's faced such legends in VPW like CBB, and tonight his challenger is no one other than Andy. Will he be able to topple Andy, who seems to be highly motivated to make a statement tonight? And that's what this match is about. Akira winning the big one, and Andy setting a new tone for VPW and the beginning to Andy's 2022. The bell rings and we're off. Andy with a stiff kick to the chest of Kira. Kira already wincing in pain. Strong start for Andy, who seems to be toying with his opponent. Small kicks in the corner. Oh, kicks to the chest. The ref might need to step in. Andy taking out all the wind, throwing Kira into the ropes. Kira hits the ropes and another stiff kick to the chest. Kira rolling out of the ring. We're nearly 30 seconds into this match, and Andy seems to be in control and dominant. Andy squeezing the neck of Kira, forcing the oxygen out and not allowing any in. A great strategy. Oh, a boot to the chest. And Kira, you could hear that thud landing on the outside of the ring. To make you aware, those mats on the ground, they are roughly 2 centimeters thick. We're gonna see a replay of this and oh, there is absolutely no give on the outside of the ring. Andy is firmly in control. Andy seems, it's almost scary to look at Andy. He's not smiling, he's not happy, he's not joyful. He has one thing on his mind: to beat Kira, to set the pace for the future of his career in VPW as a singles. Kira, in a body slam. Andy going for the pin. It looks to be a little bit loose. The ref, 1, 2, and Kira kicks out. Andy clapping at it, almost as though the pin wasn't even an attempt to win the match. Wanting to still punish young Kira some more so that he will remember the name Andy. Andy with the bulldog choke, choking Kira. Kira struggling to get out of this, using his leg as a means of getting the crowd behind him. Some elbow shots to the gut of Andy. But Andy with a suplex. Andy bouncing around like Muhammad Ali. The ref, 1, 2. Again, a loose pin. Andy clapping his opponent on, taunting him. The crowd not really liking these childish antics of Andy. Andy going for a suplex, but Kira hooks the leg. Andy tries again, another hook of the leg. Some punches taking the wind out of Kira, but no! Kira reverses, slamming Andy's face down onto the mat. It looks as though Andy landed awkwardly on his arm. This might be an injury. We might be seeing a stoppage to this match. The ref is not knowing what to do. Both opponents already brutally hurt. Punches to Andy. A stiff elbow. Kira. Punishing Andy. Andy against the ropes, but reverse. And Kira with a flying elbow onto Andy. The momentum has shifted. This is Kira's chance. If ever there was a moment in this match to capitalize on it, it is now. Kira, elbow to Andy. Grabbing Andy with a suplex on the back of Andy's head. That was an awkward landing. 1, 2. Barely kicks out. You can see Andy gripping the back of his neck. There are only so many bumps you can take like that as a professional wrestler until you say sayonara. Let's see that again. We got the elbow in the corner. Kira grabbing Andy, and look at how he falls on the back of his head and immediately grasps his neck, which still seems to be in pain. Kira using the audience to will him on to victory. Running at Andy and saying no, he wants one more. Throwing his full body weight into these elbows in the corner. Kira running up one more time. Kira off the ropes. But Andy with a clothesline. Andy showing the first bit of emotion on his face, and that emotion is one of anger. Tossing Kira around. It looks like Andy is going to the top rope. The games are over. Let's see what he does here. Frog splash off the top rope. Unbelievable. Crushing Kira 2 and kicks out. Andy is absolutely shocked. What more can you do How much more weight can you put on your opponent? Oh, just brutal impact. The ref claiming it's to Andy, unsatisfied, thinking this was a slow count. If I was him, I would get back to focusing on my opponent, in this case, Kira. Andy trying to refigure out his strategy. What is his plan next? How is he planning on beating young Kira? And a super kick to the face of Kira, who looks to be knocked out, or at least close to being in that position. Andy still toying with him, the ref checking in on Kira, who is clearly wobbled, holding his head, trying to regain his sight. Andy, a kick to the chest again. And another stiff kick to the chest. Oh, Andy setting up. Another kick to the back of his head. And this match looks to be over. The ref checking in on Kira. I am concerned for his well-being. The ref not even sure what to do. Kira using the ref. I feel like they need to put a stop to this match soon. He does. Oh, but it's the tornado kick, and that is certainly good night, Irene, for Kira. The ref pushing Andy away, not even allowing him to pin Kira. Instead, the ref has called the match.
Here we know this match. The match has ended with no qualification.
The match is over due to a ref stoppage. Andy looks displeased.
What do you say?
Clearer than that. Andy, a national treasure to VPW. And if you so cross his path, you better be prepared for his tornado kick. Andy making a statement and making that statement clear. If you are part of the roster of VPW, if you consider yourself to be the best in Vietnam, you need to get through VPW's national treasure. Andy, he's here to take names. He's here to take titles. He's here to win 2022. The year of Andy. And you better be on the lookout.